Yes, of course. So my name is Bernhard Wandernoth. I'm electrical engineer by education. I spent the first half of my life in the satellite industry. My background is signal processing and information theory. And at some point I got notice about neurofeedback. I thought, oh, what's that? And the end of a longer story is that I founded a first company with the name BeeMedic, where we focus on technologies for mental health in the wider sense, but mainly on neurofeedback. What's really exciting about this is that it seems that the field of mental health is really a big need in our societies. More and more people suffer from mental health issues and they are looking for health and for help. And it seems that the traditional treatment methodologies are not bad, but at the same time very time-consuming, very costly. And so it seems that there is a high need for more modern types of innovations. And we think that there is a big need for technologies actually that can make a big difference in this emerging field of mental health. Yeah, so we focus with our products and services and solutions on the professionals, on the mental health professionals. Our customers are psychiatrists, psychotherapists, occupational therapists. So all types of therapists who work one-on-one with patients in the field of mental health. And for those customers, we build solutions that consist of devices and software. Yes, of course. Vagus nerve stimulation seems to be one of the next big things. And with regard to BeeMedic, I should say we focus with our products on mental health professionals. There was all along the big question about, are there technologies that the customers themselves, the clients themselves could use? So we talk about home use, right? And neurofeedback for home use is probably quite difficult to apply, but it's very clear that there could be technologies, or it could be beneficial for the clients themselves to use technologies by themselves. So proper neurofeedback is way too dangerous for this, but it seems that vagus nerve stimulation is really a beautiful entrance in this, that customers could do, then apply the technologies themselves. Oh, that was a great story. So we met Yao about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He was looking around for partners and for companies to work with. And he contacted obviously many companies, among them others and ours. And I received this email, I remember it, where he was just interested in what we would do. And so we got in contact, and a couple of weeks later we met in Germany, in Potsdam, I think. He was a young driven engineer, studied in Germany, worked in Berlin for some medical devices company, and was interested in what we do. So we met and talked about the field of mental health and how could technologies be developed and applied, and started talking. And the end of the story is that we actually supported him to create his first product. Well, first of all, we think that we are at the beginning of a mega trend, mental health. People in our post-industrial societies in information societies need well-functioning brains, right? But brains never function almost as good as we would like them to work. So more and more people end up seeking help in terms of mental health. So there is, of course, a lot of things that can be done, like meditation, psychotherapy, pharmaceuticals, but it turns out that we need more possible interventions and more effective interventions. And therefore we think and we are convinced that technologies are here to help. So we as a company focus on mental health professionals. So we create tools for use in frame of their therapeutic intervention in the practices. But we think there's also a big need for all kinds of personal use devices like wearables to improve brain function, right? And in particular, the need is for products that improve self-regulation of the brain, and these are neuromodulation devices. And it seems that vagus nerve stimulation is kind of a really effective form of intervention that can be used by people at home. Oh my God, this was such a great experience. These are all young, driven people, driven by the same vision to make innovation happen for mental health. So thank you for having us here this week. It's a great experience to see this young, driven team working here hard. It's now almost 9 p.m. and everybody is still at the office. I think you need to send them home so that they get some sleep, right? There's actually a lot of synergies. I think the most important one is, finally it seems that we found a usable and doable solution for home use. Since the beginning we think of, okay, how could a home use neuromodulation device look like? Neurofeedback is maybe too complicated to do at home, but it seems that vagus nerve stimulation is just a perfect thing. And so it's a perfect complement to the work of the clinicians that we support with products from BeeMedic. So I think going forward, these two technology and these technological avenues are perfect complementary to each other. Oh, that's hard to say. Well, first of all, I hope this is the first time for me in China, but I really hope it's not the last time. No. I'm very, very amazed, not even surprised, but I'm very amazed by what I'm seeing here, right? In many regards. Finally, we see the place where all the made in China things are being made, right? It's amazing to see this huge energy of these massive amount of young people who are all creative, all striving to make this world a better place, and apply technologies in many ways. So this seems to be, this place here seems to be the place for technology in China. Well, maybe there are more, but this is the one that I know so far. So it's really a great experience. Thank you for having us here.